Alright, I was going to do a review of my game against Andrew A. Gamer. So he is an excellent Allied Axis player. So he did actually take Yugoslavia. That's an option. And then brought his fighter down for the anti-Taranto. Has some fair luck here. He lost his artillery and then posts up in Holland as well as West Germany. Obviously not in R2, so he's not going to attack Russia at turn 2. This may be unusual, which is bringing in extra anti-aircraft and infantry here. Don't see that too often. Okay, so noting the unusual over here for the Axis, he is going to post up. This is something I just played with. Put a fighter out here with the bid. I have a 60 bid and anti-aircraft, and then spread these out to be offensive right away. So he reacted with this. So this is the unusual thing he did. So let's take a look at what, and then the rest is, I had done the UNAT Russia gambit and saved Yunnan and then withdrew to Szechuan, as well as put the plane in Burma. And then he does post up unusually in Palau. Palau. All right, let's take a look at what I did. As the Allies, they're going to send a mech into the Middle East to grab some delicious spread of communism bonus. I do support this move down here, trying to curtail the Japanese expansion, and I think this is obviously a little unusual. I'm keeping my force here, not moving it, and I have what I'm calling the Carillion knot. Now, I have done a lot of units up here, but he is so good that I can't afford to do that. The other innovation in Russia I do is the Bryansk forward position. So this is where this is much more resupplyable from, for instance, airplanes on carriers here in 98, or an airbase out of Egypt. You can resupply Bryansk fairly easily. It can also be resupplied from different positions here. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So, anyways, so that's my Russian position. Let's see what I did with the Americans. So I bought 3 planes. These are meant to support Egypt, and then this is my purchase for the Pacific. Obviously, there's no non-coms, and I'll play the animation. The fighter from Philippines goes to the Marshall. No, it goes to the Johnson, to the carrier that picks it up, and then I bring everything down to 54. I'm sorry, and I even send loaded, and then all the troops. I think all the ships down to 54. And then we bring everything out to Hawaii. Everything forward into the east coast. And then the final arrangement is 3. So I have 5 fighters in the eastern United States that will fly to somewhere, collect 54. So 5 fighters, probably either going to French West Africa or to Gibraltar, in order to supply and support Egypt, since I know that having left this many good ships in the Med, Egypt will be pressed, because he's that good. I buy 4 infantry and don't do much to preserve, and any sort of combat against Andrew is going to be costly. So I am just going to draw back and retreat, and then place 4 more there, and make my extra $6. So excited about that. And then the purchases for the 6 infantry, 1 fighter, and then 3 infantry, 2 mech. And then we're going to do that's a sneaky Carl. He won't be able to load, if he declares war, he won't be able to load those transports. I think he's doing a J2. And then we're going to take out this, and I played around with that forever, so I'm going to speed this through. I did an attack on Tobruk and left Egypt defended, I think, adequately. I don't usually do this. It's a little bit of experimentation. And we're going to take out, of course, that destroyer. I considered doing an attack on that cruiser, but decided against it. So this here is not 100% battle, by the way, and Andrew has actually discussed this possibility of only using 2 units here. And about 7% of the time you're going to lose that battle. I think it is. And that is a game breaking, so he does not do that. Get the hits. Luckily, and then Tobruk goes extremely well. And then I back out of the Med, I believe. Maybe I don't. British win where? Oh, Tobruk. This goes well. So if you look here, I get 2 hits, but it re-damages the battleship, which is what threw me. So he should only have 2 on the board at this point in time, but he has 3. I get all 4 hits. Save that for a rainy day. But he does get a hit with this battleship, so the result is the same. But sure looks like it did it wrong to me. Non-coms. So I got to try to escape with this. The port makes it so it's very hard to escape. Obviously, 1, 2, 3, plus the bombers can hit this. So I'm going to make it so that it's an even battle, which he will not like. Alright, so the carrier goes here. Fighters go back to Egypt. And I'm going to get, I think the magic number there was 7. I was trying for 7. This is an illegal move. I cannot capture this with a anti-aircraft. It has to be infantry, artillery, mech. And I have to correct that. Move everything forward to Burma, which is in some cases a dangerous move. But I do love the anti-aircraft so much that, and then this is a conservative move. This was a move in case, because I'm gonna resupply London, but not fully. And so this is a move which says, no, I'm not going to move my transport off to Africa. I'm going to wait and see if you build for sea line. So playing conservative there. I do move the planes out of there, but knowing that I can move them back. So French West Africa, if I move them here, they would not be able to move back. So Shan State gets an anti-aircraft. I'd like to preserve all those units so they make it back to Burma or back to where they gotta go. I place 6 there and I place 1 here. That gives the magic number of 7, which I'm looking for. I think I play around with this for a while. Okay, let me just check. So that's 11. I just want to see what I end up with. 11, and I do end up with 11. and I collect 35. Okay, so just want to see. Okay, so all right. So final configuration is pretty robust here. You know, you're always worried about a Japanese air raid, which is 8, 10, 14, 15 right here. But these units being out of place does sort of do something, which is pretty beneficial. So it makes it so Burma is out of place, out of reach. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Burma is really safe. So I put a forward position. If he didn't air raid on that, I don't think Andrew would do that. 6 anti-aircraft would probably freak him. I know it freaks me out because I'm not lucky with the dice. But pretty robust over here. Feeling good about that. Use the mech instead of an infantry, so there's mobility to get back quickly. Activated Persia. Caught one of the planes from India with this. This is an Indian fighter. And then used my forces to eliminate quite a number of Italians. This is, you know, you could say risky. He's got 5 units that can attack and 2 cruisers and a battleship. So there are some people who go for this. You know, you capture that factory. That's pretty exciting. But I've got mech and a tank there. I've got a fighter here to support that. I've got a bomber here to support that as well. And of course, I've got this transport that could also bring in units. So this can be resupplied and supported and hit back with 2, 4, 6 units. And that'll be with a bombardment, with 2 with 1 bombardment. So I'm not afraid of that. And London's been resupplied. I still have the ships, and those look good. That extra cruiser is from 91. So this would be a dead even battle. No, it would be 1 pip less. So I'd be rolling 2 3s and a 4. He'd be rolling 2 4s and a 3. I don't think Andrew will do that. Plus, London is supported by Canada, and I'm feeling pretty good about that. So this is a little weak response, a little bit of a weak response to in the Pacific, but those planes can actually fly. I believe they can make. I think they can make Pearl 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yes, these planes could actually go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 back to Pearl Harbor next time. So 2 of them at least. Okay, 3 of them, 4 of them actually. So there is some flexibility there. All right, that's my game with Andrew, and it's in his ballpark. Let's go with the next one. I was gonna do a cruise through my games. Okay, I've got to decide. Stucifer went. I let him know that I was not going to scramble. So let's take a look. I have not looked at this. I think I already downloaded it. It'll pop up as 1 if I did. Yep, right here. This little parenthesis here means I already downloaded it, so I'll get rid of that, and then I'll see more. And it's Germany 1, 4, 1. And right here's the number 41356. 41356. So I go here. I have 2 different AAA on my computer, so I always have to open up manually. And we do play by forum. It's good to be playing. I was out of commission for a while because of hunting, so and traveling. Okay, hopefully that muted my snuffles. It's supposed to. Why isn't this showing? Oh, Nope, that's not the right one. Ah, okay, so I do need to download that. This is he saved over it. So we gotta go down here and we'll get rid of this one. Nope. That's not right. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Alright, so then we go down here, AAA, make sure it's 14716, open save game. Alright. One more play by forum. And we're going to take a look at the air battle, the sea battle, particularly closely. Apparently, AAA does that incorrectly, and I just want to sort of be able to find that. Let's take a look at what he did. Of course, you're going to be able to read strategy and each of his moves, his intention, where he puts his planes, what he buys. Particularly, that's the big tell. If you're playing poker, the big tell is the purchase. All right, let's go for it. All right, 3 fighters. So I don't think this is, a normal buy. It is a good anti-Jabastion buy because you can do the Algerian snake that Gargantua has made a video about. So that is that the Italians capture Algeria, and then your massive air force is able to hit 92. So this is pretty devastating if I was going to do Jabastion. I don't do Jabastion much anymore. I'm into something else. So okay, so oh by the way, so these are these additions are, let's see. We go up here. Let me just remind you in case you didn't see my first video. We're using Andrew A. Gamer, an alternative setup. Russia would not be allowed to move into China to support Yunnan, having Russian forces in China. Excuse me. Additional defensive troops would be added to slow the progress of the Axis. 3 in London, 3 in Shanghai, 3 in West India, 6 in Ski, 75 in IPCs to the U.S., not to be spent until the U.S. is at war. So this is a $120 bid, but not as devastating. The first turn is going to go fairly normally. Okay, so those are the 3 extra there, and then here are the 6 there. So, and then he does his moves, which starts, and this is a comment. You can make comments here. U.S. will also receive 75 IPCs upon entering the war. Battleship moves. So Battleship High here is pretty good stuff. He's going to make sure that goes down. I appreciate. Oh, okay. He's playing around with that. I don't think he ends up with that. Yeah. Does he want to take it? It's always the question. Okay, and all right. See what happens. Yugoslavia. Bad dice for him. Down at least 1. Bad dice for Yugoslavia. Okay, and okay, France. He's probably down. He's down one in the no. He's down one in the twos and one about average. And okay, those are some right panel shows that I'm down 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, even actually, fairly lucky. Okay, 5 versus 5. That's okay. And then, oh, pretty good hits there. Really quite good. Digging into the artillery. And I always like to see that. So 28, only 28 behind. It lost 8 units. Of course, he lost quite a few. 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Battle in C-Zone was he gets the hit. I miss. Stink. Gets the convoy. This. Okay, so here is hit with the sub. Stink. And then gets all of his hits and complete miss. Wow. That's not great. There's part of that bid going away right now. You can feel it hissing out like a tire going flat. So I should at least taken out the sub and damage the battleship. Get nothing out of it. Stank. Okay, subs miss. Good. Okay, look at those 4s. Boxcars. Okay, now we're talking. Okay. Good. He gets his hits. Every one of the dice hits. That's amazing. We are very happy about that. And now the bid is back up. Even counting the sub that was not hit in 111 and the sub that was not hit in 106, we are in good shape. All right, no complaints there. In fact, God save the king. So there you go. Lands at things in West Germany. He's going to land in West Germany so he doesn't have to land. He's going to change out one of the fighters for a diver so he doesn't have to land in Holland, Belgium. Oh, no, he didn't bring one. Let's go, keep going. Thinking about what to do. Ow. Okay, he did do the bounce out of Romania. Moves to Poland. And he is ready for a R2 or G2. Brings the mobile unit there so we can move that 2 spaces. Coming out. Okay, this is okay, so he is actually going to take Greece. He wants that money. All right, so collect 66. What can we say about this? The only thing, it's the big curiosity, obvious. It should be obvious. The big curiosity is he going to do R2? Is he going to G2? Is he going into Russia in the second turn? Good question. I don't know. He will go into it a little weak, 4 units down, 6 units down. Plus, he did buy some planes, and that's amazing because he's actually back to. I believe he's 1, 2. Yeah, he's at 12. So those planes were actually supposed to put him ahead. It actually doesn't. It actually brings him back to par if you use in golf terms. He's 2. I consider this to be 2 units up in France, maybe 1. But then he's 6 down on the Eastern Front. That's pretty significant. That's going to allow Russia a little bit of freedom. So I'm trying to decide whether to do the Karelian Knot or the Bryansk forward. Looks to me like I can do the Bryansk forward position. All right, let's just do our turn. Battleship in 111. That's funny. So a lot of times it ends up in 110. Just in the. This is annoying. Yeah, we got a busy turn. So it looks like he's going to. If I had to guess, I'm saying he does not do Art G2. A lot of people want to go into Bessarabia and to East Poland. I think it depends on my moves. If I do the Karelian Nut, I think he goes into East Poland. It's my guess, but he doesn't want Yugoslavia because he wants to get those guys in the front, and he wants to take Greece. The only thing I'd say about that is that means the Italians are going to try to do something else with those transports, because a lot of times they'll use them for Greece. So I got to worry about Gibraltar or Egypt. All right, no bid. Trying to read the tea leaves here. It's 2 down here instead of 1. That militates against a G2 as well. You have a lot of units that are off the front. I'm counting 6 here as well as 7. I'm counting 7 units that are off front. So. All right, sorry. Let's see what I do. All right, Russia is going to buy. All right, I have 6 additional units. That should allow me a little bit of freedom. If I do this move, which is interesting. Can't do it. I don't think I can do that. So I'm gonna do this move. Now this throws away 4 IPCs. But I was given 18, so I'd just like to put a little more additional pressure into the front, and these 4 mech are going to be able to rush to the front. I wish Bryansk was a 2 territory, because you'd be able to build a factory there, believe it or not. I thought that would be probably a good idea. I'll declare a war, but that doesn't mean anything unless I move troops actually into the territory. But I can't do that first move, which I like to do. So we're really moving on to the non-com. Okay, so we will bind these together. All right, now I'm going to do what I did with Andrew, and that's to move some units up to the front. Enough to kill him if he moved in. So this would be 15 ones. You're going to get 2.5 out of that. And then he would be able to move in 10. But I like the option of going into Korea if he leaves it open. All right, let's do that. I don't want to argue, so I'm not going to send anything. We'll send that loan. Might send 2 down there. Let's get these guys forward. I think usually people go north. And not thinking he's going to the, I'd like to get everything north. I don't know why. Alright, so I don't know why, so I'm going to undo that. Let's just post up so I can try to intimidate him. I'm even going to bring that mech back. Alright, generally speaking, people put stuff there. You know, I will bring, I'm going to do a small Carillion knot here. I am going to actually make it so if he brings that, yeah, I'm going to try to hold that position. Make it cost, yeah, with that first plane situation where he lost the planes, let's freak him out a little bit. Let's freak him out. If he declares war, he wouldn't be able to load that. Transports. Alright, this is going to hold, hopefully for the whole game. We'll see, and prevent these 7 from actually coming in. Now, it does have a reverse effect in the sense that that if the British want to invade or the Americans want to invade Norway, there's a ready force here. But obviously, it keeps me $1 down, and it always makes it so that Novgorod could be liberated. Because I'm really not going to press in to take it back until he leaves it. So in other words, the Germans would have to reinforce this and this. So he has to leave these 7 here, and he has to leave units here in order to defend, which should suck away resources from the attack on Moscow. Could be wrong. Okay, let's go to active units. I like this configuration. Oh, yes. So we're going to go down to, I think it's the same either way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, it's not the same way. So let's just get these back to Moscow. All right, that's it. Let's resupply Leningrad with 3. Let's resupply this with 3. And these trucks will just get to the front a little faster. We would really like to make it so he can't come here. So what can he bring here? 15, 16, 16 and 8 is 24. 24 and 10, 34. So, no, I won't be able to attack that, obviously. So, if I had mechs here or tanks, that would have been the way to go. So, he'd probably be able to come in there. So, that's right now. The count is 8, 9, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So, I can hit it back with 23. If I had got the use these, I would have been at 29 if these were trucks. All right, let's do that. At some point in time, I might be able to stop his advance. Like I said, I just want to slow him. Slow him down. And I'll post turn. And I'll confirm the turn is posted. Russia won. All right. let's go to the other game I'm playing right now. Oh, I gotta save that. Oh, the game is saved actually. Okay, and I will. A little risky to close out of this, but it's posted to the to this forum, and you could actually read through what's been done. I'm doubting myself on the mechs. One more game to talk about, and this is Myygames, and Myygames makes some helpful comments, so I thought I would read through them. Let's see here. Good player, better player than I am, so I'm going to read through some of his stuff. I'm going to snuffle. Need some more coffee. Open save game. So I expect brilliant things. I only gave him a $6 bid, so he is working hard against the machine, you might say. All right, so I'm going to go back to. I'm going to take this off the board and go back to history, to Japan. Okay, so this is a situation in the. Just want to show you what his comments are, because I think it's some helpful stuff. So he comments on this, and my turn, and his assessment is this. What I'm looking at. So he's being a bit of a tutor here, which I appreciate, since I am a learner. The Pacific is quiet now, so I need more U.S. presence there as usual. We'll build 2 aircraft carriers. Saving 2 small boats and a fighter from Philippines will help, but not enough. So what he means is that I didn't do a J1 in the Pacific. So he's able to use these later on. I can hold 54 with the battleship, UK battleship from Malaya, and the Anzac units. That's nice, and I will do so. Probably another transport with Anzac and grab an island. India needs to build up units. Thinking about grabbing an island there as well. It's always a consideration to offer something to the Japanese, but not enough that they will have a big advantage. Difficult decision. So he's talking about using the. So normally speaking, a lot of players will activate Persia with this transport, but other players grab Sumatra or Java, making these more difficult, and the Japanese then have to invest. So both those are great. This $2 bonus actually gets them $2 for the rest of the turn. So in the end, it's actually a bit of a wash, because by the time, because this is lost usually, so Sumatra's lost eventually. The Japanese need to get the Money Island bonus. So in Europe, I'm facing 2 units in 110. That's unfortunate. Probably the UK destroyer needs to go there, and I'll be convoyed in 106, which is bad. Maybe I will build 2 small boats in 106 to be able to clear it next turn. It would be best for the 109 transport to move there and pick up some units from Canada. Yes, 2 boats seems fine. So right here, I have a convoying sub left, and he's going to bring in the destroyer from 109, probably the bomber as well. No, actually, he needs to bring the. Nope, sorry guys. He needs to bring the destroyer into here. So he's saying he's just going to build 2 units here in 106 out of this factory. London is safe. German Air Force has chosen to land in northern Italy. They cannot reach London. Great. The met is difficult without more bid there. I think I need to clear 2 Italian transports. That will be costly, but I can help it without bid. This is difficult terrain. We'll go later today. So he's going to try Taranto and 96. Yikes. Okay, we'll see how that goes. Also, China, nice opportunity to attack another artillery. So might be risky. 2v1 attack, cannot hold in Szechuan against the Japanese air, so need to retreat further. Would cost another 6 planes for Japan to attack a fully stacked Szechuan, which is a good result, but borderline. So, in other words, in this battle, if he stacks Szechuan, he would lose 6 Japanese air, but the Chinese would lose all of their units. And maybe if I use all the Russian planes, need to recalculate that. Okay, so let's see what he actually ended up doing. Nope, sorry. I still have to show his history. Okay, the Americans bought 2 carriers, destroyer and 2 subs. Moves the non-com, and what does he do? Right panel. He's going to move the Guam, okay, and 54 gets the big move, but he moves the fleet to New Zealand instead of 54. A just in case move, and fully moves to Hawaii. Leaves the transport, comes back, lands his forces. Another fighter for a full scramble. Bomber to the west coast. That's that endangers Sea Zone 6. Moves back. Places units. That is a strong Atlantic build. A strong Pacific build. So, yeah, good stuff. Thread the needle right there. Okay, so he, I'm sure, is going to buy 4 infantry. Okay. He has the Burma Road, but he does not buy the, no, he does not have the Burma Road. Okay, that's right. We can't do that in this game. Oh, I'm the, what am I talking about? I'm the bad guys. Okay. Simple dice. And he thinks about it. And he loses their retreats after losing 1 infantry. Does a simple raid onto Yunnan, loses 1, but gains Yunnan back for $6. And then places units in. Oh, okay. Shensi. Okay. Goes to Shensi. Collects 15. Excuse me. Okay, let's see what the British turn is. This is a lot more telling. If you're an Axis player, this is where you want to read the tea leaves. Why isn't this showing? Okay, reading the tea leaves. He's going to try to put those into, into 106. And then additionally, he's probably going to place that. I would assume he's placing that. He has to place that in Egypt. Okay. And then pretty standard build there. And not too many things happening. Move destroyer into 110. 2 fighters. And does Taranto. And does the 96. Okay, he's going to go with the 2. A little risky here. I hope he doesn't pay, because I'm generally for the good guys. This is a little slim, so let's count this out. And I'm just going to do this because this is what most players would do. So I'm going to do what these experts do, which is battle count this. And I'm going to pop 3 fighters into that scrambling, because it doesn't automatically do that. He's got a 73% chance of winning with 2 units left over. 3 units. Okay, 73% chance. 73, just do it a couple times. 83. So, I think I want to do that. So let's take a look at the rest of the board. Just trying to take this out. This is a little slim, by the way. This could bite him. This is slimmer than you think. Excuse me. He's trying to do a lot. Just to show you what I mean. This is 100% win. This has 2. What? Sorry, I must have messed that up. %. 2 3s. And this one right here, battle cooking this. 87%. All right, so we're playing with some odds here. 87, let's just do this again. 89, 93, there you go. So very good odds. I don't think the Allies really have the chance to not play the odds. And so I heartily endorse these as good moves. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with the hit points, and really you're talking about 5 units. So 5 hit points. Nope, 6 hit points. I have 6 hit points. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He has 8 hit points. 9 hit points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 hit points versus my 6 hit points. All right, that is my choice is going to be I do like to preserve units generally. I'm going to scramble that. I'm generally not a lucky person, so I kind of fully expect to lose this and even be throwing away the Italian fighters. But I don't like the early presence of the Italian, because let's see, these are, wow, so he's going right in the face of it too. I mean, literally move these down here in order to intimidate. So yeah, this is for meta intimidation. He's obviously not too intimidated. So yeah, I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with the scramble. Yeah, I want that fleet destroyed. Yeah. And that's my morning of Axis and Allies. I'm waiting on Schultz to start our game. And I think that's all. Watch topics. did everything, all of that. General lead discussion. I'm going to pause this for a second. All right, I'm going to read this. I'm assuming that a lot of my people are probably AAA people or XNLS people, so let's just read this. If you're playing with AAA, one of the drawbacks is that this does not exactly do everything correctly. So I'll explain 90 Gamer Man. My buddy Ted says I'll explain 97 again, and hopefully it'll make better sense when I use different words. We first have to assume the UK has a bid sub. Sub's necessary to illustrate. If the UK attacks 97, which I just did, with everything, including a sub from 98, the engine will roll the UK sub first. I think it does this regardless of whether there is a defending destroyer. In this case, with no defending destroyer, that is correct. If the sub hits, the defender must choose casualty immediately because of surprise strike. Then, assuming an Axis scramble in 97, the engine will roll the defending planes alone and prompt for a casualty choice before continuing. This is incorrect. Following the engine, the UK player has to choose a non-sub casualty, not knowing if the two cruisers and battleship will score a hit that could be taken by the attacking sub. Following the official rules, the two cruisers, battleship, and scrambling fighters would all be rolled, with the fighter rolls being specially noted because the sub cannot be taken as a casualty to those fighter hits. In AAA, the player taking hits is sometimes required to choose casualties before he should. As noted, even years ago in the AAA notes, this error has been acknowledged, identified, and labeled as an A. No available fix yet. Since I keep running into experienced players who are unaware, I wanted to get this out there again and try to help everyone know how to play correctly. Thanks for your feedback, Ostelo. All right, so that's your league discussion. I won't read those comments yet, not knowing if they're anything of note. Okay, that's Crockett 36's Morning of Axis Analyzed, Global 1940. Out.